Hi, it's Matthew in his pressure cooker again, and today I'm going to make a little chili. For this recipe, you need a few things. I do mine with about half a cup to a cup of onions, a cup of mushrooms, some green pepper, some meat. Today I'm going to just use some chopped up meatballs. Actually, going with 2 cans of diced tomatoes, a small can of tomato paste, a bit of baking soda, and 2 large cans of beans, and then your spices. So thing with this meal is just going to add a little bit of oil to my pressure cooker. I've got it on the brown setting and it's been heating up for a while now. Put a little bit of oil in there. Got my onions and green peppers already mixed together. I'm just going to put them in there and fry it up a little bit. So you can already, I hope you can hear it, but it's starting to sizzle a little bit, nice and hot. I'm going to cook it all in one pot, which is one of the things I like most about this pressure cooker. So I'm just going to let that brown for a while. And then add some of my mushrooms. I like to brown them all first, or soften them up. Today I'm using my favorite spatula. It's one of my silicone ones. It's nice and soft. It's not going to scratch the no steak coating on the inside of my pressure cooker. So I'm just going to fry that up for a little bit. Like I said, today I'm just going to use some meatballs. You can use all sorts of other meat. A lot of people use ground beef, but I like to mix it up. Sometimes I'll use pork or ground chicken, or whatever I have around. You can make a lot of different flavors. Turkey's a good one to use for leftovers after one of the big holidays. Of course, I ate all my turkey, so I don't have any turkey leftovers. So that's just frying up a little bit. From here, it's a pressure cooker. You stump everything in. So one of the unique things that I do is I add a little bit of baking soda. So for this much, I'm going to use about half a tablespoon of baking soda. And what this does is it helps break down some of the things in beans a little bit so you don't get as much gas. Really helps a lot, and it doesn't change the flavor too much. So I'm just going to scoop out my half a tablespoon of baking soda for that. Just dump that in. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add beans. I'm using just some white beans and black beans actually. I rinse them off. You get rid of all, these are canned beans. You can do them from dry. If you use canned beans, rinse them off, get rid of all that liquid in there. Again, it helps if you've got people who tend to be a little bit gassier with their beans. Just throw that in. Just going to stop that. It's already brown enough. The meat, again, use any kind of meat you want. I'm just going to use these leftover meatballs. Throw those in. If you're using a raw meat, you can fry it up along when you do at the beginning when you're doing the onions and things. So now it's getting pretty full. I'm just going to add a can of diced tomatoes. I like diced tomatoes because they're really easy to add to the meal. Dump those in. Still have quite a bit of room in there. I'm going to add a second can. I like mine very tomatoey. So it does look a little bit solid, but it'll break down and get quite liquidy. Next thing I'm going to do is add tomato paste. Gives it a little bit stronger tomato flavor, which I really like in my chili. Now, this is really getting nice and full. It's going to be a nice big meal. One of the last things I add is the spice. Today, I actually got this as a gift. I got a pre-mixed chili spice, but you can use whatever chili spicing you normally like. So we'll see how this is. I'm just going to go and mix this around a little bit. And there we go. I've got my chili all ready to go. Just a few minutes of prep, and I'm going to go and I'm going to cook it for about 10 minutes. So, put on the lid, seal it up, and let's go for 10 minutes. So we'll be back in 10 minutes when it's done cooking. So here it's hit its 10 minutes. Let's open it up. So it's been cooking for 10 minutes. We can open it up, see what it tastes, see what it looks like. I like the fact that I rinsed off the beans, put the baking soda in. That helped. It's gonna help later, but right now it didn't. It made sure that it wasn't quite as bubbly. I wouldn't get any foaming, so it sprayed out nice and dry. Let's see. Wiggle this bit. Beans dropped. There we go, and you can see that it's just bubbling away. So I'm just gonna give it a quick stir with my silicone spatula here. It's nice and hot. Nice and hot. I do like my chili a little bit on the chunkier side, as you can tell. And here we go. Just take a scoop out. Stir it around a little bit more. Stir around a lot more. See it? It's the way I like it. It's nice and thick. Nice and thick. You can see everything's come together well. Let's give it a little test. It's pretty good. And probably gonna add a little bit more hot sauce to the ones I do. Keep it a little bit milder for the kids, but I'm quite happy with that one. So if you want to, if you like this meal, you can subscribe to my channel, see my other videos, see what other ideas I have. They're mostly with the pressure cooker because I just love this thing. It makes cooking meals fast and easy. If you have an idea for what kind of spicing I should use in this chili, go ahead, send me a link. Tell me how you like to spice yours. Maybe I'll make a video showing you some different spices rather than a bag of premixed chili spice that I got. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have a pressure cooker, I hope you enjoy yours as much as I enjoy mine. Good night.